Morning guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. What a glorious Sunday. The sun is shining. It's outside and the sun's out and it's shining. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 9:45 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Sunday the 15th of January.
Alexa, what's the weather like?
Right now in Rochester, it's 6 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast is partly sunny weather, with a high of 7 degrees and a low of 1 degree.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What were the balloon's last words to his dad? Watch me. Oh.
That's a good one. Hi guys, you may notice I've got Wellington boots on. I've just taken Max for a walk along the Rochester Riverside. The grass is actually absolutely saturated in rain. I went for a walk last night, would you believe, around 10 o'clock in the evening, because when I got in from spending time with my son in London, and a very great time I had as well, nothing spoilt it at all, it was brilliant. I wanted a cup of coffee. I was dying for a homemade cup of Nescafe coffee. So I took my coat off and I relaxed, put the telly on, made myself a cup of Nescafe coffee, and I ate the rest of my chicken wrap from McDonald's in London, in Leicester Square. I shared some of it with Max. He liked it too, didn't you? Max had been absolutely brilliant yesterday. He'd been left since 12:20, and I got back about, 8 in the evening. So he'd been left about 8 hours-ish. And he was just curled up on his fleece blanket, well behaved. The flat looked absolutely as I left it. The only thing was the gas ran out. So it ran out late at night, and I thought I'm going to put it on tomorrow morning, Sunday, and I'll have a bath Sunday. I could smell the underground smell on my clothes. Anybody that frequently travels the underground will recognise that smell of tube trains and dust on your clothes. I also blew my nose and I had black specks of like sooty stuff all over my handkerchief, my tissue. So being cramped like sardines, some of the tube trains actually for a Saturday evening were not as crowded as I thought they were going to be. And at least 3 or 4 tubes I actually had a seat to sit down on. I'm not an old woman and I'm not young either, and a couple of times I had to stand holding the bars, but I didn't mind. I quite enjoyed it. I don't do that every day. I couldn't physically travel the tube and live in London like that every day. So last night I went out with Max about 10 o'clock. I'd stayed in my flat from 8 till 10. Relaxing, etc. And I thought, well, Max has got to go out, so I took Max out, and it was fairly quiet. There was a bloke on the corner near Common Creek Wharf. I don't know whether he was walking a dog or not. And then I walked onto the field and it was thick with mud. The couple that was smoking weed the day before yesterday, the same couple, was sat on the bench near 10 o'clock, again smoking weed, strong weed. So I passed the same couple as 2 days ago, and they were smoking weed. The same couple sat together on a bench. Completely ignored it. Excuse me. Ignored it, and and walked onto the field after inhaling some weed. Pitch black, nobody on the field, did a circuit in the mud in my Wellington boots, right near the river, came back, the same couple was sat there giggling, she was giggling, came back home, got into my flat, and I put the TV on again, and I found it difficult to go to sleep. It felt like I had restless legs. You've got to remember that I'd been on my feet since 12 till 8 o'clock on and off. Kensington Palace is large, it's got red carpet and large stairs, so I had restless legs all night. I'd been walking on my feet for ages, hours. Sat down a couple of times, and I had restless legs. I couldn't move my legs in the bed, they were painful. Managed to get up this morning and take Max out for a walk, and got outside the flats, walked across Cromham Creek Wharf, one small blonde lady walking a dog, walked past that, walked past Costa Coffee, a couple of blokes laughing. I actually recognised the voice. It sounded like someone that had spoken to me off Beaver Street years ago, or even the guy that may have taken me to Gravesend. It sounded like him. A really, really weird sounding laugh. It was a guy with a weird sounding laugh. He just kept laughing as I was going onto the field with my bobble hat on. Got onto the field, there was a mother and her kids with a big brown dog. They had hoods over their heads because it's cold and windy out there. So her mum was taking her dogs out. A big sandy brown dog out. There was, I don't know whether it was Harley on the field, a guy walking a big black dog. It was quite packed this morning, Sunday. The bells of the church were ringing. I just want to show you some photographs that my son took in London of me. So this is me, Crystal, in London, but in Bayswater Road yesterday, Saturday. By a red telephone box. My son took that. This is me, Crystal, in Kensington Palace. I've not taken any of these, my son took them. Because I'm me at an old card table in Kensington Palace. It's a nice one. It's taken some nice photographs. It's me holding the Joker card. The Diana statue, Kensington Palace Gardens. My son took that. You have to pay to go into Kensington Palace. You have to pay. You have to have tickets. And we didn't have access to the garden where Diana's statue was. We didn't have access to the gardens. So my son had to put his hand through the railings and take a photo of the Diana statue sideways. His phone sticking through the fence. The Diana and the royal family part of today, we couldn't have access to. There was like builders there, and we couldn't get into the gardens to see the Diana statue. So it was all like, you had to look through a fence, which was difficult, considering that we'd paid for tickets. It was a bit like a kick in the teeth that we couldn't see the Diana statue properly because we'd paid for tickets. We managed to have a coffee together, but the food was expensive. It was double the price of it. A sandwich was double the price of anywhere else, and a piece of cake. So me and my son had a coffee in the cafe, and we both found it extremely hot. So we didn't stay long in there. We drank our coffee, which had a unique taste. I said to my son, that coffee tastes smoky, like barbecue. And I've tasted that somewhere before. A very lovely, unique cup of coffee, a latte, but it tasted smoky. I enjoyed yesterday very much. And I'm happy. I'm happy with what went on yesterday. There was no arguments. It was absolutely wonderful. And my son has said that he's always there for me, whatever happens, which is nice. He says, whatever happens, I'm always there. And I've been feeling down since Christmas and New Year. And that has made me feel 100% better. And my son has actually told me that he's always there for me. And that's made me feel a lot better, because I was feeling a bit low this morning. It was a high yesterday, and coming back here to feel isolated and the same crap going on that's always been going on, and you're shut off. And yesterday was a big thing for me. And the people in London were actually really, really nice. They were. They were really nice up there to me and my son. They were nice. It's nothing like down here at all. I was spoken to. I enjoyed myself. I sat next to other people on the tube. Nobody got up and moved and was rude. It's down here is completely different. I think London is more busy, but you'd think people wouldn't be so nice, but they were. The shop assistants, it was lovely. It was lovely down there. I enjoyed it very much. I've lived in London before, but not the central part. Kentish Town, Camden, Sydenham, Lewisham area, not the central. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I'm happy. I'm going to cook myself a dinner and forget nonsense that's been going on. I'm not taping people being rude and nasty to me. If somebody wants to tie a dog up outside the co-op, or bring a dog into the co-op and tie it inside, or follow me about being stupid and silly, they're wasting their time, because my son took those photographs for me. He also took videos as well. I'm not taking videos of where I live, because I value people's privacy, okay? And the past is the past. I did some silly videos, and I don't do them anymore. It's alright if you do. I don't want people in them, to be honest. I want the scenery and the nature, squirrels, foxes, flowers, the sea, boats, water. I'm not encouraging people to be horrible to other people. That stops. I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. I'm going to have a nice hot bath and get rid of the London Underground off my skin. And I'll see you all later. Bye.